Lamont Roach gets angry at a fan after his homie Ray Ford loses to O'Shaquie Foster. Then this is O'Shaquie Foster says if they were to rematch, he would pick Ray Ford again and explains why. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, you see on the screen a tweet. A fan put, "That's the problem. It's boxing. Just because that ninja is your friend don't mean he a better fighter." And he was referring to pre-fight Lamont Roach had stated that Ray Ford would win. And he said either by knockout or a decision, but Ray Ford would be the victor, right? And Lamont Roach responded to this comment and said, they ain't asked me who was better. They asked my prediction. To me, that sounds pretty dumb. If someone's asking your fight prediction, aren't you basically saying who's better out of these two? Like, who's going to win? So I don't even understand the opening statement. But anyway, once again, they ain't asked me who was better. They asked me my prediction. I said my pick, and if they had a rematch, I'd pick him again. F is you talking about? I'm picking any of my homies over a random ninja all the time. The you weird bit ninjas band, right? Don't get you internet ninjas. Now do you finally believe me? This generation, they're not holding boxing down in the appropriate way. For one, and I'm not like a goody two-shoe where I'm adverse to like someone saying a swear word, a cuss word. I don't really care. However, where it does matter is if you want to actually become a star and you're a pro athlete and you do have skill, Lamont Roach is a good fighter, and you can't formulate any type of speech without ninja this, ninja that, I told you, you stupid, and name calling and stuff like that. You're not gonna really cross over. You know what I mean? And really be that thing. And if you do, you would have to be like a Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Where you're just electrifying, and even if you come from Baltimore, you're talking with slang or cussing, people, they forgive you for the other stuff. But not no muff with multiple draws back to back. That ain't gonna cut it. You know what I mean? And this new generation, like, it's sad. Like, it's that easy to rage bait y'all. You know what I mean? Like, really? You get mad and cussing. What don't y'all get? I'm always going to pick him. And you can pick him all you want. Actually, I'm going to save these comments for the tail end of the video. Make sure you stick around to the end. You can pick whoever you want. It's a free country. However, just like the first pick where you pick Ray Ford and he got annihilated and demolished, had nothing for O'Shaquie, especially in the second half of the fight, you're going to look foolish. You know what I mean? You're going to look foolish. And just like Shakur, who you see on the screen as well, these dudes, they're trying to run in like this flock, like the Avengers. That's why everyone calls them the Avengers. And that is nonsense for me when it comes to boxing. Let me tell you. Boxing has never been about, it's not a team sport, but these people are trying to make it a team sport. And then they're all, I'm picking Ray Ford, and they're all sticking together. They all got the same shared prediction. And then Ray Ford get cooked. And then they're acting like O'Shaquie Foster is just like the worst fighter, or he sucked anyway. I'm not going to give him credit. It's making them look really bad. Shakur called him a bum. Lamont Roach was like, cool win, but you ain't messing with me though. You know what I mean? Getting mad. And then now the fans are in your own comment section cooking you. Stop acting all sensitive. The point is, you chose your homie to win because he's your homie and he got annihilated. This is boxing, brothers. Stuff is corny. You'll never be the best when your brothers think that they're better than you, blah, blah, blah. Your homie. That's what's wrong with you clown ninjas in boxing. Everybody is a fake bros and homies. Pretty much what I'm saying in this video. So shout out to them. If you cool with Ford and cool with that mean blah blah blah. Lamont, shut your up, bro, and fight him. This is why you don't take boxer predictions on fellow boxers serious. Why the F you mad, dog? You're a draw guy. I bet Tank will whoop your talking about a rematch. Look, he getting cooked in his own comment section. So you a part of the minions now too. Y'all ninjas is something as Now all of a sudden these ninjas all your friends and Shock is a weirdo. So you can see they're cooking him, and Ninja said, my homies. Boy, if I was a boxer, I wouldn't see nothing but competition in my way. Man, you got to stop getting rage baited. Oh, so now y'all homies, all y'all is a. Shakur low-key added Lamont Roach to the friend and family zone. Nah, lame, emotional ad prediction. So, yeah, and the funny thing is Lamont Roach says he wants to stream, or not says, he is like streaming and stuff. And he talking about, oh, come check my stream. And these same dudes be like, oh, you YouTubers don't box. You don't know boxing. But guess what? The YouTubers and the bloggers and the Instagrammers, they're not oftentimes, I'm not saying everybody, I'm sure there are some, but a lot of them are giving earnest predictions. Whereas y'all are all clicked up and you're like, ain't nobody messing with my click. And you're not going to go against that. Hitchens, Keyshawn, Shakur, Ray Ford, Lamont Roach, and it looked corny. Shaqy out here like what? Dolo, talking about I'll fight each and every one of them. Give me Shakur. If I can't get that, give me Lamont Roach. Shakur tried to sick Ray Ford on him, talking about he's his worst nightmare. I bet my house on it. Let's see if Shakur gives his house up because Ray Ford got bodied and cooked, right? And then this is why when these dudes lose, which let's be real, a lot of these guys aren't Floyd Mayweather. They're not going to go 50-0 and not take an L. Lamont Roach keeps getting draws. You know what I mean? So when a person like Ray Ford loses based on your character and your code of conduct, people are just over it. So you just kind of get lost in the sauce. And again, for a person like Lamont Roach, you want to be a streamer. Who's going to want to watch your fight predictions when you're clearly picking based on friendship? And then after you watch the man get cooked, you're talking about, oh, I'm going to pick him again. He my homie. This is what's wrong. This new generation is hurting boxing. This social media era is terrible for boxing. I don't know what it's done, but these dudes are like Carl Thomas, emotional, getting mad, raging at fan. Someone says you grew up in a 2-parent household. Gang, chill, you ussy, sensitive, soft ninja. You be talking reckless on this app that shows the issue. Wow. So anyway, they're going in on him, and I mean, what do you expect? You just watch the man get thrown through the ropes, get cooked, get bodied, and y'all seem like y'all still ganging up on Shaqy Foster and talking about, I'm going to pick my homie before anyone else. I'm going to pick him again if they fought again. Well, enjoy that, and all your predictions could be wrong because boxing don't work like that. And then these be the same dudes talking about, you don't box, you're a YouTuber. Who cares about your opinion? But my opinion be more right than the people who are actually boxing because it's coming from an emotional space. Let me know if you guys like this brotherhood, Avenger stuff in boxing.